This video provided by Kyiv police shows officers shooting at drones flying over the city in mid-October. The weapons can be seen in multiple videos. Here, the device nosedives and explodes near residential buildings. Several people were killed in the attacks that day. Independent experts who analyzed images from Ukraine say Russia has been using drones provided by Iran, the Shahed-136, and its smaller version, the Shahed-131.
Іранський режим, його співучасть в російському терорі повинна бути покарана.
Ukraine is calling for new sanctions, and Western countries say these drones show Iran's direct involvement in the war. After initially denying it, Iran acknowledged sending some unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, to Russia before the invasion. Moscow has repeatedly denied using the Iranian weapons, but there are three types of clues that confirm their origin: the design, the way they move, and the internal components found among debris by Ukrainian forces. First, let's take a closer look at the structure of the Iranian Shahed-131 and 136. They have a triangular shape with wings and an arrow-like extension where the warhead is located. The weapons, one of which is seen here in Iranian Defense Ministry footage, are self-destructing and designed for one-time use, meaning after a strike, they leave behind debris. These photos taken by the news agency Reuters show drone wreckage after an attack on a fuel storage facility in Kyiv. We asked analysts, including a drone expert from the American organization CNA, to review the images. They said these markings, likely identification numbers, are similar to those that can be seen in Iranian handout footage of these drills. The debris found in Ukraine also have some Russian lettering. The letters can be seen on the tips of the wings, which appear to have the same shape and structure as the Iranian drones. In addition to their appearance, analysts say the way Shahed-136 and 131 drones move is a distinct characteristic. Here's that footage from Iran's defense ministry, showing one of those drones taking a sharp angle before hitting a target. In a video posted to social media from an October 17th attack in Kyiv and verified by the news agency Storyful, the drone can be seen taking a similar sharp tilt before it's obscured behind a building. Another video filmed in Kyiv on the same day shows a similar nosedive maneuver before an explosion. Key clues can also be found by looking at the internal components of these drones. On the right side is a photo that, according to Israeli intelligence, shows the engine of the Shahed-136 drone being displayed in Iran in October 2014. We couldn't independently verify the image, but analysts told us it looks consistent with what Iran has disclosed. And on the left is a Reuters photo that shows an engine recovered from a strike in Ukraine in October 2022. Experts who reviewed these images say they both appear to be Mado MD-550s, the model that's used in Shahed-136 Iranian drones. The copper-colored rotors and general structure are very similar. Other internal components of drones found in Ukraine can be linked to Iranian manufacturers, according to Conflict Armament Research, a private UK organization that tracks illicit arms in conflict zones. This panel, seen in a photo of debris taken at the site of a strike in Ukraine, contains the same layering of materials as in other Iranian-made UAVs, according to the group. The group says this honeycomb meshing is distinctive of Iranian drones they've documented. It's this part sitting between two layers of fiberglass, which is meant to strengthen the body of the weapon without adding too much weight. Other Iranian characteristics include handwritten serialization numbers and stickers that can be seen on the same panel, said experts who viewed the pictures. Russia says it uses its own drones in Ukraine, but none of the known models made in Russia have the same characteristics as the drones seen in the Kyiv strikes, according to analysts. The only self-destructing drone of similar shape that's produced in Russia is called Kyiv. It can be seen in this Russian handout footage. Kyiv drones couldn't be used in the strikes on Kyiv in October, analysts say, because they can't travel farther than roughly 40 miles, and Russian forces were stationed more than 100 miles away from Kyiv on October 17th. In comparison, the Shahed drones have a range of at least 550 miles, according to Iran. The Kyiv is also smaller than the drones Ukrainian officials say were found in Ukraine. This still image of Russian military footage shows the scale of a Kyiv, whereas this is the size of the drones found in Ukraine, as seen in footage from Ukrainian officials, as well as images of debris found in Kyiv. Ukrainian officials say Russia has launched more than 300 Iranian drones, targeting civilian buildings as well as key energy infrastructure, causing blackouts and concerns about heating ahead of winter. Kyiv says it was able to shoot down many drones, but is asking for more help from the West. Russia's Ministry of Defense didn't respond to a request for comment about the use of Iranian-made drones in the war.
We're also working together to impose sanctions on those supporting President Putin's war. That includes Iran.
The European Union has already imposed new sanctions on Iran, and the U.S. has hinted at more penalties in the future. But these attacks also highlight that despite sanctions, in recent years, Iran has built one of the world's most successful drone fleets.